We in that thing. Hey. Everybody dance now.
Dance now. Ding, ding,
Ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding.
Everybody dance now.
Yeah.
Yes. My favorite is when she's like, ba ba ba. Yeah.
My favorite's the end. Or she's like, no.
That's a good one. You right.
Yeah, she held that shit for too long.
She was one of them. She was one of them cases, you know, back in the 90s where they was this goes with today's topic actually.
It sure does. Mm-hmm.
Where it was a big lady that was the real singer, and they made the skinny lady the face, and you could tell she had a fat voice.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all.
Is that how we're calling it today?
Wait a minute.
A fat voice? You took that in a whole direction.
I learned this from L.A. Reid. He said there's such thing as a fat voice and a skinny voice. And they asked him about all these different singers. Do they have a fat voice or a skinny voice? And it made sense to me when they were listing them off. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, cause you know, that lady sounded like a big old black lady. And she was.
I am weak.
Right. Damn. You got a fat voice, baby. Yes.
Like Rihanna. Rihanna has a skinny voice and she's a slimmer woman. That's not a voice you would see a big old lady.
But see, I don't agree with that though, because you got opera singers who are all shapes and sizes who could throw it down and basically sing you to the back.
It's not to do with how they throw it down. It's the sound of the voice.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they could literally, their voice is so powerful and resonant and thick and juicy, whatever. Mm-hmm. But they could be literally.
They do all have the same sound.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
so you would have a hard time determining an opera singer.
Mm-hmm. Because I've seen plenty. There's this one, I can't remember her name, but she's an award-winning opera singer, and she is a black lady, and she is not thick. She is a slender woman, but she can sing her face off, and you probably would think she's a bigger black woman. But
opera singers, you can't. I don't think you could differentiate with them. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
They all have the big boastful voice.
Resounding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, L.A. Reid.
Yeah. I was like, that sound like some producer bullshit to me.
I believed them once they was listing off the singers, and I thought about their voices. I was like, oh my gosh, this makes complete sense.
Yeah. I think there might be some things to that, but it also depends on the technique and just how long your vocal cords are. It just depends. But anyway, talking about body image though, because I'm sure that probably fucked with the lady's body image, the fact that they didn't want to put her on the video.
Oh yeah,
bullshit.
It's messed up.
What was this?
And
80s, 90s?
Now this is running through my mind because what if you start out big and then you lose weight? Do you still have a big lady's voice?
Adele.
I mean, she still sounds the same to me.
Yeah, she sounds the same.
It's funny though. I was listening to when you say that, I was like, dang it, I don't want to make your point either. So I was listening to this. I listened to random singing coaches and stuff, and this one singing coach was on YouTube, and she's like, she don't got the same resonance she had once she lost that little bit of weight.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh. And I mean, she played back a few of them, and I was like, I don't want you to be right. But I think it also has to do with if you lose weight really fast, it changes the way everything is. Her voice, she hasn't had a chance to have her voice adjust to the change in her weight. You know what I mean? But hopefully she'll get that resonance back. It won't be no thing.
And I would have never thought that losing weight mattered.
Right? Losing weight matters in everything, I think, though.
Yeah.
That changes everything.
Well, I still plan to try to lose this weight, okay?
Facts.
I feel like that.
All right, it ain't changing my journey at all.
Okay, but thankfully I'm also not a singer. So, who knows? Maybe my voice will get a lot lighter and not as deep, you know what I'm saying? When
I don't know. I feel like you was born with that voice, baby. Your voice ain't changed.
Look, I don't know. Ask me in about 2 more months when I hopefully hit this weight loss goal. We gonna see.
We like, Lisa, you sound the same. What the hell? That'd be funny though. All of a sudden, hey guys, what's up? No more cup of coffees.
Like, why you sound like that?
But we digress anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
What up, y'all?
Hey,
Welcome back to the CoCo Conversations. You know what I'm saying?
the CoCo Conversations.
DLC.
Is your girl Drea? Hey,
It's your girl Lise. What's good?
And it's Chloe.
We figured we come to y'all with a little CoCo bit. It's a new little series that we're gonna be dropping every now and again. Give you a little something to hear from us. Not maybe a full episode, but a cute little bite of Drea, Lise, and Chloe, you know?
Right, little something to tide you over in the meantime, between time these larger episodes.
Oh, yes. So we all been on this weight loss journey, right?
Yes, I have been staying on this weight loss journey because I ain't lost nothing.
Look, that's why we call it a journey. It's not a sprint. It's a journey. It's a marathon in this mug.
Accurate.
Man. It's a 5K like 20 times over. Shit.
Consistent training never stops.
Never. Don't look up and don't forget. You look up 2 days later, you be like, holy shit, I didn't go to the gym. I didn't eat well. I didn't do nothing right. That's my journey.
Having to get the life right. But at the same token, there's always this unfair advantage on us as women to have to look a certain type of way. And so we just wanted to come to y'all with a little reaction video today. One that we found interesting. Talk about it, give y'all our thoughts.
Chloe, I think it's you who brought this to our attention. Do you want to explain a little bit about it before we get into the clips?
I did. We were talking about the Black community and kind of enabling obesity because, you know, people like women thick in this community. Cool. But not to the detriment of your health. And so I thought it would be an interesting topic to discuss. And people's skewed view of what a healthy body is and what is not.
Yeah. And you know, I think social media has really done a lot to distort what healthy looks like. Because I feel like everybody goes through cycles, like super skinny's in, and then a little thick is in, slim thick is in. But I feel like nowadays social media is just doing a lot to mess with everybody's body image. I don't like it.
Right. Talk about natural bodies is coming back. First of all, not all of us was out here getting BBLs and getting all this done in the first place.
My shit is the same as always been, okay? Just a little bit thicker.
It's an unrealistic expectation to think that all women are supposed to look like that. And I'm not knocking those that have done it either, but that's not for everybody.
Right.
It just sounds funny to say natural bodies are coming back as if they ever left. Like,
right.
It's like, bitch, not everybody had the money for a BBL anyway, so.
No. And unfortunately, some of them take the worst route. But that just speaks to how desperate some people are.
Right.
Right. And everybody goes on their own journey. And so now taking my own health into my own hands, which I've consistently done. But I'm at a point now where I'm like, all right, I truly need to build this into a lifestyle because I'm tired of every year feeling like I have to lose 20, 30 pounds because I just can't seem to get it together. So now I need to get to a point where I can maintain and be consistent going forward.
Yeah, it's always harder to lose than to just maintain, you know?
It sure ain't hard to gain it, though.
Man, it just sure ain't. These extra, especially after COVID, I was like, ooh, this shit is spiraling out of control. Reel it in, bitch. Reel it in just a little bit. Come on. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with thick thighs and, you know, a little bit of tummy and everything, you know. And I love bodies, period. Everybody got a little something beautiful. But for me, it's about the health. If I can't walk upstairs without feeling a little huffy puffy, that's my problem. That's my cue. Get it together.
We don't want you to be exhausted, girl, for doing simple tasks.
Yeah, I was like, I should not. Like, I got to tell y'all, when I carried my little chair, it was a 30-pound box I carried from the mailbox in the apartment complex to my apartment. And my apartment's on the second floor. I had to take a break before I hit the stairs. I was like, oh, this is just ridiculous. I don't like that. Like, I literally was sweating. Someone had to go ahead. I was like, go ahead of me. Don't worry about me. Just go. I was like, that's a fucking shame.
Save yourself.
Exactly. Just go, man. Just go. I'm fine. I'll catch up. I was like, that's a fucking shame. Any other time in my life, I would have just carried that up, no problem. Like, I've carried mattresses up by myself. You know, I've moved by myself. Mm-hmm. Couldn't do it today, obviously. I'd be like, I'm not going to make it.
Them extra pounds is such a difference, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like, it's just, and I got diabetes and everything, and high blood pressure, all that shit in my family. So I was like, bitch,
us
you
too.
ain't getting any younger. Get it together.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go ahead and get into this clip, discuss it, see what y'all think.
Roll the clip.
So I looked up other pictures of 160-pound women, and they all look different, especially when they have higher percentage of body fat than me and shaped differently. I even got a few comments of people saying, no, you're not obese until your stomach is like hanging down. Like, you guys, you think that's when you need to get on it? It makes it easier if you get a hold of it before you get to that point. People get extremely deceived so easily, especially in the Black community, Mexican, Latino community too. If you have a small waist, that's fine. Eat more fried chicken. Double fried chicken if you're in my family. Have y'all had that? Extra crunchy, extra heart attacky. I just think it's very funny that it's not a problem until it's an extreme problem. Like, I need neck rolls to be obese. I could tell people that I am a food addict. I think about food all the time. It's hard for me to stop. I won't stop until it's physically painful and I'm about to pass out from too much sugar. I can eat a whole pack of Oreos and still want more. And people in my family and people probably on the internet as well will be like, you're fine. You have a small waist. What's the problem? It's kind of sad that I hated my body so much and I was so insecure when I was younger and bigger because I didn't take pictures, so I don't get to look back at those memories. But it made me very, very body conscious, and thank the Lord I didn't become obsessive, but it made me conscious of my body and that I was gaining weight, that my knees were hurting, that I could feel a decline in my health, because I think many people don't even notice. They wait until it gets out of control. One day they are slim thick, then it increases, and they are obese. And then boom, they're Tammy size. As if it was overnight. Nope, it was a gradual increase, and that's why a lot of people don't notice, because it's a gradual increase. You don't turn into Tammy overnight. It takes little steps, just like you can't lose all that weight overnight. And that's why many people don't realize it, especially in the Black community. We be lying to people. And a lot of the men, yeah, I'm calling you out, just want a big booty cheek to swallow their face. Watch out for those. So I might not have been as big as my family members or as big as Tammy, but I was on my way. 180 is very close to 200, and then 200 turns to 220, then 220 turns to 240, 240 turns to 260, oh my god, 260 turned to 300. And then you're frustrated, you feel out of control. So then you get depressed. You start eating and look at that, it's 2022 and there's this new thing called body positivity, along with fat positivity. And they say that obesity and all health issues that come with it is a myth. So since you have no idea how to lose weight, you were brought up thinking that Thicc is good, and you have no nutritional background, all you've ever eaten was junk food, not to mention your addiction to food, it's just too good. This movement intrigues you. You start to read the posts about health at every size and you say, you know what? I can do this. I literally don't have to change anything. I just have to put up a fake persona online and act like I'm very proud of my body when I'm actually extremely insecure and my knees still hurt. Even worse than they did when I was 180 and now I'm freaking 400 pounds.
All right, so reaction to it. The double fried chicken shit took me out.
Mm-hmm. It is crunchy and extra heart attacky. What?
Well, first of all, I forgot to mention where that video even came from. So that's from one of my favorite YouTubers. Her page is called My Thoughts Will Probably Offend You, and her name is Michelle McDaniels. And her thoughts do offend a lot of people, and that's why I love it.
Unpopular opinions.
I agreed. I feel like just because you have a small waist doesn't mean that you are considered to be healthy. And for whatever reason, that seems to be the way that we, I guess, have put this image out there for women, that if you look a certain way, that means that you're healthy. Anything else above that, something is wrong with you. You need to fix it. Instead of truly, you never know what somebody's personal medical history is anyway. But because trust me, I know plenty of skinny people who have more health issues than
high cholesterol.
Some of the high blood pressure. So
well, because they don't have that control over, they don't have their body warning them with the weight gain that hey, you need to watch what you're eating. So they just keep eating what they want because they're not seeing it in the weight gain, and all along it's affecting the inside.
Well, some of them just are predisposed to it no matter what they do. They could be eating healthy, eating leafy greens all day, and it doesn't matter for some folks.
I don't feel like that's as common as it's usually self-inflicted.
Well, it's America. Welcome to America.
This is America. But not everybody feels that way because, first of all, when she said, look out for the men
want to swallow their
who just want you to swallow their face with your butt cheeks. That leads us into this other video, though, because
it's true.
This brother here, he likes his women thick. Yes, sir. Un momento.
I was like, where's the clip? Roll the clip.
You know what I love about women? When they sit down, you can see their fat in their stomach when they sit down like a wear cut off. Yo, let me tell you something. That shit's sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like, all fit dudes don't like, women with six-pack abs, yo. You ain't gotta have no six-pack ab for me. That ain't how I operate. You know what I'm saying? You can have some of that fat. You can have some of that thigh meat, too. That thigh meat where it's at. Yo. Boys, that cellulite, yo, I'm a grown-ass man, yo. I'm a grown-ass man. I ain't no little boy. I'm a grown-ass man. I like me some of that thigh meat and that cellulite. Give me all of that. All of that.
Okay, look. He said... First of all, y'all already know I love me a good B&B, bald and bearded. Okay?
I was like, he's just your type too, Lise.
And he is. Bald and bearded, yes, sir.
Too funny. Yeah. Go ahead, Chloe.
So, one thing that video makes me think of that's kind of annoying is just the fact that men always have to, first of all, personally, they'll tell you, what they do and don't like about your body or women's bodies in general. But then also, you know, using their platform on social media, like, not all men like women with abs. It just seems to me, it's just like, do we have to always, what people don't like, what people do like are we allowed to just keep that to ourselves? Because, you know, some women are that insecure. Some woman with abs was to hear that, maybe she'd feel like offended or insecure, like, well,
Right.
what are they trying to say about me? Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I'm just kind of like, why does everybody always have to voice their opinion about what they like all the time in a person's physical characteristics?
Opinions are like assholes, Chloe. Everybody got one. Just saying. They all want to say it out loud.
I just feel like it kind of goes back to what someone's preference could be too, though. Because there's a difference between... I get it. Everybody has their own opinions. But everyone has their own preference on what they like and what they're attracted to as well. So...
I mean, that's true, but nobody asked for it either.
All these unsolicited opinions just coming out the woodwork. Like,
the social media age that we live in now, man.
I was telling JC,
what's funny?
It's crazy.
This is why we're here today, to give our unsolicited
opinions. Right here. This is basically the entire premise of the show.
Wow.
We should have just called it unsolicited opinions.
Unsolicited opinions of body image.
Right. Facts.
Oh my goodness. But I'm like, to the point where I'm just kind of like, I don't know how I feel on commenting on that. You know, I've had people comment on my body, which it's been good things, it's been bad things. I don't per se like people commenting, even though thankfully he wasn't personally commenting on anyone's body, but I'm not really with that, because there was an incident with an old friend where someone else gave her what they thought was a compliment, because it was basically, they made a comment on her body, and they're like, ooh, like, you looking thick and blah, 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 in a certain area, and she freaked out, and we didn't really understand why she was freaking out about it, and then come to find out later, you know, she came out to us that she suffers from anorexia and bulimia. And so she thought she was telling her a good thing by saying she was looking thick, but
didn't take it that way.
With her disorder, she was like, "Oh my God,
right. That body
I'm
dysphoria
fat."
is so jacked up. Like, it has people so jacked up too.
You never know what somebody's going through.
It really does. And you know, and we had a hard time understanding why she was like,
like,
"Oh my gosh, like, I'm fat," blah blah blah. Like, we did not understand. And then figured it out later, and it's just kind of like, this is why it may be best to keep our comments to ourselves sometimes when it pertains to someone's physical.
Yeah, I just feel like just keep it general. Like, if you love your friends, continue to uplift them. I feel like that's one thing that we have to continue to do as women. I definitely love compliments more from women than I do from men, because I feel like we as women do not give each other compliments enough. We usually are trying to tear each other down instead of bringing each other up. So for me, I would just continue, regardless of how somebody, what their physical traits be, small, whether you're bigger. Look, you beautiful to me, baby. That's all that matters.
I was like, you got something to offer. You're amazing. I'm like, people are just amazing to me. Like, unless you're a real dick, then not fuck you. But other than that, though, I feel like there's something beautiful about everybody. I look more at like the personality, honestly. Anyway, if you're a good person, I'll fuck with you. Period. Doesn't matter race, creed, sexuality, whatever. But body image is, I don't even judge my friends like, you're not my best friend because you're not hot, like whatever. Like, who does that? You know what I'm saying? There's people that bitches do that, but I'm like, I can't foresee myself being like, I can't kick it with her like that because she ain't so cute, you know, like, that's so fucked up to me.
You know, and there was a video that came out recently. It's Old Steph Co. is the YouTube channel, and she made a video discussing some girl that made a TikTok saying, she needs to find other baddies to be friends with. Basically because she's tired of her friends sitting up here talking about these lame ass dudes that ain't shit. Like they don't have the same guys on her caliber. And she recorded this friend while she was talking about this guy and put it online. Everybody blasted her for it, and she ended up deleting all her social media accounts. Okay, it's cool if you want to say, like, oh, I need some more baddies or whatever, or at least maybe if you're trying to say someone that understands life from my perspective. But to put your friend
to video her like that
online, a recording of her talking without her knowledge,
don't let me
girl.
find a video of you making fun of me.
Are you sure you
Nigga, we would no longer be friends.
Like, are you sure the problem is you need some other baddie friends, or do you just need to know how to be a good friend? Because you're
right.
shitty.
First of all,
person.
you ain't even that much of a baddie. You fucking talk about other bitches like that. You're a dick.
Right? A baddie does not need to say things like that to make herself feel better.
A baddie just is, okay?
She just is. She's just the aura.
The aura.
Without trying, without
the
saying,
it girl.
Okay? Without trying, without saying, she just does it. She just got that magic.
Because she a queen.
So what's the moral of the story, y'all?
Don't worry about what everybody's saying, because everybody got an opinion. Just do you. Try to worry about how you feel inside. That's the best indication of whether you're healthy or not.
If you want to lose weight, don't let nobody tell you you don't need to lose weight just because they feel like they like the way you look. It doesn't matter how they feel.
It's about how
Absolutely.
you feel.
Do it for yourself, not for nobody else.
Bam! There you go. CoCo pit down. Ow! Hope you like this little mini episode.
Until next time, follow us, CoCo Convos Pod, on all social media platforms. Until next time, my friends.
Bye. See you.